Hey guys, we got a team.
We got
this
a team.
Is only game 2, but we have a nice, solid New York Knicks team playing against the Detroit Pistons, who I know are not a high.
Wait. I gotta cut you off.
right
Hold on.
now.
I gotta cut you off.
Cut me off.
I gotta cut you off. Where were we supposed to be tonight?
Oh yeah, so we drove to the Garden tonight. Got a nice park outside. T pulled out his phone, and what? You tell me, where were we supposed to be tonight?
Take note.
Take note. Big Beach.
We're here.
I'm at Allen.
It's different this time.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're consistent this year. It's the second video in a row. Can you believe it? But let me address the elephant in the room.
Address why we were not
What was
in the Garden tonight.
First preseason game against the Pistons. I sold the tickets. I refreshed my phone. I thought something happened, so I sold them again. Turns out I sold opening night tickets.
He sold out
We didn't
tickets for
figure it out
tonight's
till we
game.
got to the Garden. So I'm holding this L. But you're a Knick fan. You know how to hold L's. Been holding L's our whole life, baby.
Listen, the New
It's
York
all
Knicks,
good.
the New York Knicks
It's all
scored.
good.
The New York Knicks scored 130 tonight against the
we balled.
Detroit Pistons at 106. And again, like I said, we have a nice, solid, all-around team.
Got a group.
And we have an amazing bench. I think that our bench is going to beat any other bench out there right now. Looking at how strong the East Coast teams are going to be playing this year,
Yeah.
I think us having that solid bench is going to take us, hopefully help us to get some points and some wins throughout the regular season.
100%, I agree with the bench. We had 6 players. 100%, I agree with the bench. We had 6 players in double figures tonight. Quickly had a great game, 27 and 7. Obi contributed. Rose contributed. iHeart contributed. Our bench, you look at that bench. I was looking at Obi and Hartenstein together, hustling, making plays for the team, getting on the court, getting on the floor, running the court, up and down, getting rebounds, getting loose balls. Excellent. Quickly had a good game tonight, as we mentioned. Rose there, the veteran, to calm those guys down. And Cam Reddish had a couple moments there. The Garden was excited for him, but that bench just gives us such a solid group. The regular season is a marathon. It's not a sprint, right? You see these teams sometimes in the regular season, they can just win games by being consistent, bringing that effort every night. When you got 10 guys out there that can shoot, pass, and dribble, you're creating problems because on any night, someone else could be the guy. Tonight we saw it was quickly,
On any,
but it can change.
on any night, someone can step up,
Yep.
which I'm fine with because you have injuries that you deal with throughout the season.
Yep.
You have guys that have up and down days. You have some of these guys I'm clearly seeing play a lot better at home. They enjoy playing at home, and some of them don't. So in particular, you just said, so Obi and Quickly, they love playing at home. They feed off of that energy that the Garden gives them.
They do.
Obi is like such a flashy, energetic player,
Love
like
Obi.
in a really good way. And he won the dunk competition, right? So I think that's also part
but
of like who he is.
He's winning those in games. You saw him in preseason. Obi is just a live wire. That guy is just too exciting.
He's exciting to watch. High energy, like I said, feeds off of the crowd. Quickly, kind of the same thing, but Quickly seems to only see Obi. What's up with that? Tell me what's going on there, because he only passes to Obi. Am I wrong in seeing that?
I wouldn't say only, but I'll say this: he doesn't pass to Cam Reddish. I don't know what's going on there. There was a play on the break. He didn't get it over to Cam. I've seen some murmurs on Twitter. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. But Obi brings that energy. Obi and Quickly, they feel like the 2 young kids of the Garden. They feel like they grew up in the Garden. And when they're home, the fans love them. The brand of basketball they play is so exciting. I remember in like 05, 06, 07, just wishing the Knicks could be bad and athletic. We were so old back then. We just didn't have these young guns getting up and down the court. It's so fun to watch this team, even though we're not an elite team yet. We're watching a bunch of young guys who, even if they make mistakes, they're trying to play the game the right way. They're exciting. I mean, This is a sport. It's supposed to be fun. Tonight was fun. We're getting up and down the court. Obi's dunking. We're alley-ooping. We're playing quickly. Quickly's playing. He's balling tonight. it was such a fun game. RJ bounced back really well.
Yes. So again, another player that I think that he does play better at home. And what I like about RJ is that he didn't let the game on Wednesday affect his mood today.
Yeah.
So he still
moved
came
on.
in.
That's RJ though, right? He's been doing that.
He's always been doing that.
Yeah.
So like we said with the first game, maybe he just had a bad game because we do need to see. He did give us the 20 points tonight, right?
Got 18 points. But he hardly played. It was a blowout. Right. Randall played 25 minutes.
Which is great, by the way, because
he was smiling.
Because Tibbs plays these guys. What did you say? You said that Hartenstein played like 40 minutes?
Hartenstein's never played 40 minutes in his career.
But the good thing about that is that it allows a player like Randall to only have to play 25, 30 minutes, which I think is better for him. I think sometimes with some of these guys, and you have to know your team, right?
Yeah.
So the coach has to know the team and has to know who you wearing down and who can't actually handle it, who can't keep up with that pace, especially when you're talking about 80 games for the season, right? Who can really keep up with that pace that entire season? So if these guys are allowed to come on or are able to come on and Tibbs can take them off and let them rest, that's going to be great all around for the team. And part of the reason that he can do that is because we have a strong bench.
I think he trusts the team now. Now, Tibbs is still crazy. Tibbs, he's going to play guys 40 minutes when he can. When these games get close,
right.
against better teams,
right.
Let's be real, Detroit's not a good team.
Right.
But for me, I was still happy to see them take care of business, right? Even when Detroit tried to get back into the game, with a 29-point lead that went down to 14,
right.
That's a lot different from a 15-point lead that goes down to 1, which is what we see a lot.
Right.
So the fact that they were able, even at that moment, call a timeout, Brunson gets the guys organized, come right back out. I love the fact that we have so much solidity in the backcourt as well. With guys like Brunson and Derrick Rose, we have 48 minutes, and quickly, of course, we're getting good point guard play the entire time through.
Yes.
We're not depending on someone who does know what they're doing.
We finally have a point guard.
They posted on the screen all the point guards we've had, all the point guards who started opening night since back at Chris Duhon. So yeah, it's not been great.
Right.
So good to see. Just good to see. You can see Jalen Brunson out there. It's so easy and natural for him. He scored, what was he tonight? Jalen Brunson had 17,
6 and 2.
But I love it. He's within the flow of the game. The players respect him, so they're allowing him to lead out there.
0 turnovers.
15. Thank you for bringing it up.
Right.
15 assists and 0 turnovers in his first two games.
So
that's a record.
Let's see if he can keep that up, because the turnovers was something where we had a problem last year for sure.
Oh, yep.
So if he's the point guard and he's kind of directing where the team is going,
you can trust him.
And that means we're not going to have turnovers, which is great. Something that he said, a quote that he said that I really liked about the team is that he said that no one's caring where they get the credit from. So that really means that they're thinking team basketball, which it is a team sport. And the fact that no one's out there trying to be like that flashy one, I'm not in reference to what I said about Obi, but no one's
trying to take over.
No one's out there trying to take over the game and be like, well, this is my team and I'm the one scoring all the points. Everyone is just playing for the game, for the team to win, so no one really cares who's getting the credit. So I really like that.
The secret thing about that, I love you brought it up, is the Hawks did this, I think, in 2015. They were the number 1 seed. They went 62-20. Mm-hmm. And I think 4 of their players made the All-Star team. 4 of their starting lineup made the All-Star team, I think, right? And they were just such a team. There were no real stars. It was like Al Horford, Kyle Korver. These guys were just playing good basketball, passing the ball, moving the ball. And this is the thing with the regular season. The NBA is so good right now. Most of these games are going to be tough. But we were 37-45 last year with Rose missing time, Randall not having a good year at all, RJ missing some time early, and Kemba, not working out. Now we got a guy like Brunson. I don't want to make predictions about the season just yet. We're going to see how things go, but you can be excited about this group. This group is going to compete every night. You got evidence of that out in Memphis. That's not an easy game. Memphis, one of the best teams in the league last year. The fact that we were able to take them to overtime and almost had a chance
a double overtime.
And we got screwed by the refs. Like I'm saying, there's something here. So the team is coming together. You're seeing good things out there. The vibes feel good. It just feels like, we've had some continuity, so these guys know each other well. But the pieces we brought in really fit. Hartenstein and Brunson, I love those offseason acquisitions. And,
I asked for 3-pointers in game 1. I was like, we got to score 3-pointers. 42% as a team, 42%. So that's great. So let's see if we can continue this. When is our next game that we are?
We got the Magic and the Hornets next 2 games, and then we're gonna. I want to
go to see Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta Hawks. So. That'd be a big game. But listen, I see we should beat. To be honest, we should win the next 2 games. So could we be 3-1 going into that Hawks game? Hopefully. I just want to see the team kind of keep a lid on all the distractions this year. I want to bring up Derrick Rose really quickly. Derrick Rose spoke in the offseason about being a bigger leader, kind of stepping up. Derrick Rose has always been the kind of lead by example.
Being more vocal.
Being more vocal. Even tonight, he's smiling a little bit more. He's clapping up the crowd. I could see that Derrick Rose felt like last year when things kind of got a little bit crazy with Randall and the team. He didn't necessarily, knowing I want to say the weight that he has on him, but almost like he commands respect. When Derrick Rose talks, because he doesn't talk that much, those guys are listening. So he knows this year, there's going to be adversity. He's going to have to step up. I just feel really good about the team. I feel we got good basketball players across the court. It's just about making those pieces fit and having the right strategy against the right opponents. But positive signs so far. This was a fun game. It's good to watch fun Knicks basketball.
Yeah, it was a fun game. We watched it from home.
Yeah, watch it from home.
My home.
Sorry, moms. I had to come crash mom's house after I messed up. But I'm holding the L. Like I said, Knicks fans, you know how to hold L's. All right, it's all good. Thank you all for watching. Peace. We'll see you guys next time. And we're being consistent. Look at that. 2 videos in a row.